Okay guys, welcome to part 5, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, refurbish, rebuild, repair, restore, whatever you want to call it. So in the last episode, I saw a piece of plexiglass from the inside, and we can see here that there's something that must have been here, and this is filled in. So see a little bit of white right here. So I'm hoping that's not joint compound in there, and I'm kind of thinking maybe it is. But we'll see when we get there. So I'm going to focus all my attention on this, just the front piece, the front piece that faces outward. I'm going to peel off nice and easy all of this vinyl they have on here, so I can see all the wood. I got a hole here, one here, and something up here. I got a gouges along this bottom edge. I'll probably really can't do it in here. But here, where some of this wood broke off, I'm going to lay some super glue in here so it can soak in and harden up so it's not soft. But what I want it to do is not ever come loose, I guess. Will super glue do that? I don't know. I like to think it will. I'm going to have to do some hardening through here. As you can see, the plywood is separated, the layers have separated, so I want to harden that. The wood's, I know it sounds strange, but the wood is, it's not like soft, like, I don't know, super glue will fix that up for me, guys. I don't know how to explain it. And I don't want to sound like an idiot trying to. Now this side's solid, so I'm going to drench this with super glue when I get there. I'm going to squeeze it together. I mean, it's solid out through here. It's just right in here, this bottom, probably an inch. I'm going to harden it up. It'll be hard like glass. Alright, I digress. Guys, I'm going to peel all the crap off the front. We'll see what we get. Okay guys, so now I kind of figured out why they put so many screws on the other side. Because if you look here, this and this are separating. So I think I'm just going to follow suit with the repair. I'm going to come in. That one might be too close to the slot. I'm gonna have to check that because I don't want to run my slot cutter into that screw shaft. Anyways, down along here, I'm gonna run in several screws into this wood to help keep the side of the cabinet and this sucked together. Yep, so that'll be something else I'm doing. I just wanted to show you that. Alright guys, so what I do for these little short sides is I take a X-Acto knife, I stuff down in the corner here, and I just cut this all along there. So when I'm peeling it off, it can come off. But sometimes, you know how peeling vinyl gets, it breaks in the wrong spot. This is cut down in there, but I'm going to have to get my wife to dig on these last little pieces. And if she can get a hold of that and slightly bring it up, all that'll come up out of there. So I did pretty good this time. Sometimes when I take it off, it all comes off with no problem, but sometimes it does this, and I have to get somebody that can a little bit smaller fingers and fingernails to help dig that out of there. I'm just not sure what this is. Is that like a piece of hard plastic with joint compound over it? Sorry. Not quite sure, guys. But I'm gonna get busy doing the other side here. Just wanted to point that out. Tuck it down in there nice and tight, and just make sure you're cutting through it, and then it should all peel off and up out of this little corner, so it's seamless, you know, sort of. I mean, like that. I mean, that's about as good as you're gonna get it, right? So that's how I do it. All right, guys, see what happens when you forget to check the length of the brads in your air stapler. You just poke straight up through it. But not a huge deal, guys, because I can grind these down flush, or even indented a little bit. That'll all be covered over with Bondo. But that's the kind of stuff that happens when you don't pay attention. I was a little bit upset, but it's just a little bit more work now, right? No big deal. Got this all glued, letting it soak in. Gonna let it dry. Then I'm guessing it's gonna be Bondo time. Damn it! I just put my hand in that. Anyways, fellas, this is gonna dry and harden. Then we'll get to fill in this very front section with Bondo, getting it straight. I'm gonna go ahead and fill all of the T-molding grooves with Bondo so they can be recut. So alright, guys, have the holes filled and some stuff piled up on here to grind off to try to get it somewhat level, so I can, you know, do a finishing, you know, thinner coat to, you know, blend everything in. You can see like where the holes were. Anyways, since this stuff's so thick, I'm gonna let this dry a long while, and then we'll finish work on it some more. All right, guys. So the first round, I've got it sanded. See how Bondo shrinks. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and... This Bondo was my old Bondo from my last two cabinets. I mixed a little bit of solvent in it to moisten it back up. And so my new can of Bondo I have, I'm going to use to, you know, layer over and finish this up here. Going to get the front done, and then I'll start working on the sides. Alright, fellas. I have everything on this front face Bondoed. I was missing a small piece, or a small piece broke out. Very tiny right there. So I refilled it. I'm waiting for that to dry, and then I'm going to sand it smooth. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put my first, second, maybe third coat of filler primer on this front, you know, to fill any kind of wood grain, well, most of it. And then you know the story, I'll sand it almost back down to wood using my bar sander here until it's flat. It's pretty flat now, but the paint will help me out a little bit. So yeah, when I get it painted, get a coat on there, I'll come back on and we'll check it out. Alright guys, so last time I was on, I forgot to tell you a step. I needed to cut the T-molding grooves on this section. Not this one, but I did cut this one, primering it. As you can see, there's some spots that look heavier than others. That's because I kind of saw some stuff coming through, so I just put it on a little bit heavier. Most of this will get sanded off, and then it will get sprayed again with filler primer, and then that's when I will use my flat bar sander. But this is going to have to dry for a couple, 3 days, and I think I'm going to end this video here. Next video I'll be working on the sides and probably this front some more. Maybe even getting the laminate stuck on the sides and trimmed out. So yeah, that's it for this part, guys. And yeah, there's some spots that I'm gonna still have to work on. But anyways, it'll look good when I'm done. I'm pretty sure I can. And thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, shit like that. Alright, peace.